Today, we're counting down the top 10 heaviest, densest metals on Earth, and exactly why we fight to dig them up. Let's see how far down the rabbit hole we can go. Starting at number 10, rhodium. Aside from being heavy, it's one of the rarest metals out there, heavily prized in car catalytic converters to scrub toxic emissions out of exhaust fumes. Because global supply is so incredibly tight, its price tag fluctuates wildly, sometimes costing 10 times more than gold. Right above it, at number 9, is tantalum. It's highly resistant to corrosion, which is why it's used to build capacitors inside the smartphone you're probably holding right now. Its ability to store huge amounts of energy in tiny spaces makes modern, slim electronics possible. Number 8, uranium. While it's the heaviest naturally occurring element by atomic weight, when it comes to sheer density, it only makes it to number 8. We use its massive nuclear energy potential to power entire cities and naval fleets. Just one tiny uranium pellet can produce as much energy as a whole ton of coal. And at number 7, tungsten. Fun fact, it has the exact same density as gold. Because it can survive extreme heat, it's used in everything from rocket engine nozzles to heavy-duty armor-piercing ammunition. It boasts the highest melting point of all known metals, literally laughing in the face of thousands of degrees. Which brings us to number 6, gold. A single standard brick of this shiny stuff weighs nearly 30 pounds. Beyond luxury jewelry, its incredible electrical conductivity makes it vital for high-end microchips and space satellites. In fact, astronaut helmet visors are coated in a microscopically thin layer of gold to deflect harsh solar radiation. Moving to number 5, plutonium. Man-made, highly radioactive, and incredibly dense. A softball-sized chunk of this stuff is powerful enough to fuel deep space probes like Voyager, or trigger a nuclear weapon. Because it decays so slowly, it will keep generating heat and power out in the dark vacuum of space for decades. Number 4, rhenium. It's so tough and heat-resistant that scientists mix it into jet engine turbines so the blades don't melt or warp at supersonic speeds. Without this unsung hero of a metal, commercial jet travel as we know it would grind to a halt. Now for the podium. Number 3, platinum. You know it as luxury jewelry, but it's actually an industrial monster, heavily relied on as a catalyst to manufacture fertilizers, plastics, and hydrogen fuel cells. Because it refuses to react with the human body, doctors also rely on it for medical implants and pacemakers. Number 2, iridium. This metal is incredibly rare on Earth's surface, but common in asteroids. Because it's practically immune to corrosion and melting, it's used in high-performance spark plugs for airplanes and crucibles for growing laser crystals. When geologists find a layer of iridium in the dirt, they know a space rock slammed into Earth at that exact moment in history. And finally, number 1, osmium, the undisputed king of density. A single 1-foot cube of osmium weighs a staggering 1,400 pounds. Because it's so brutally hard and friction-resistant, it's mixed into alloys for high-wear items like fountain pen tips, instrument pivots, and electrical contacts. It is so unyieldingly rigid that trying to compress its crystal structure requires more pressure than what you'd find at the center of the Earth. Which of these heavy hitters surprised you the most? Hit follow for more insane science breakdowns.